Hey y'all, good morning and welcome to the garden. As I was out on my coffee garden walk this morning, I came out to check on my little seedlings in what's left of my greenhouse. And I noticed that my chamomile is getting a little big for its little pot. It's been in here for a while now. And I would I think it's safe to say that like it's probably getting root bound on the inside of this little container. So we're going to go ahead and up pot it today, and I thought I'd show you guys how that's done. Typically when you are up potting though, you don't want to go too big of a pot from this size to like something huge. And that's because the bigger the pot, like the more soil you have to have in there. And when the roots aren't that big yet, the dirt seems to just stay wet or damp, and it the roots don't drink it all up, and so it stays wet, and that's not good for your roots because then you end up with root rot in a plant. So it's really good to just kind of upsize it a little bit at a time and let the pot to grow with the plant. I hope that makes sense. Unfortunately, I don't have a size pot that's just a little bit bigger than this and anything smaller than this, so I think I'll be okay though because it's out here in the full sun, and so I think it's going to dry out pretty quickly before I need to up pot it again. So I'll go ahead and show you how that's done. So I'll take my plant and I'll take out my little tag and put it on the side, and then I just kind of break it up apart along the sides of the pot, just kind of squish it to break up that dirt. And then I always support my plant kind of like this, and then I'll flip it over. And as I was right, you could see all the roots. So it's gonna kind of become root bound. There is still some soil left, so I probably could have gone a little bit longer, but I'm already here. I've already got my pot set up with some potting soil. I've got a little hole in the middle to put my plant in. So I'm going to loosen it up again just to make sure that the roots aren't just in a clump. This way it'll kind of give them a chance to move around and spread out some more. And then we'll just go ahead and put it in there. And of course, I didn't dig the hole deep enough, so I'll just kind of scoop out some more, making a little hole in the middle like that. I'll put my plant in and then just kind of backfill the dirt back around the plant. And then I'll put my tag back in it just so I can remember what it is. You always want to label your plants. Even me, as I've been gardening for several seasons now, I always tell myself, oh, I'm going to remember what seeds I put there or what plant I put there. I never remember. So just label your plants when you can. And when you're putting them in a new pot or when you're starting your seeds or whatever it is, make yourself a label, do yourself the favor. And that way you're saving yourself the headache later on down the road. So like I said, I've got this down now. I need to go get my watering can, and I'll put a little bit of water in here. The soil's already kind of damp, but I'm going to give it a good water since it's about to be, probably 80, 90 degrees outside today. And that's about it. And we'll watch it grow and hope it does well in this place. And if not, it's okay. I'll start over with another set of seeds, or I'll buy another plant of chamomile and start over. That's all right. Thanks for watching.